Okay guys, got my bags, got my quarter. Let's go grocery shop for the week at Aldi. Healthy and affordable. Hey guys, I love shopping at Aldi because I can get a lot of fresh, healthy food for my family at a great price point. I will say even inflation is taking a hit at Aldi, so today I'm trying to avoid more expensive items like pre-packaged meals or pre-prepped veggies, and we're sticking with fresh, whole foods. If you guys are new to my channel, I follow the WW Personal Points Plan. I used the WW Blue Plan to lose 80 pounds before getting pregnant. With our second daughter, I am currently 4 months postpartum and back on track with WW. Before coming shopping today, I made my grocery list and meal plan for the next 2 weeks, so I'm doing a big bulk shopping trip today. I'm gonna be sharing a lot of my meal ideas as we get into the haul when I get home, as well as a few tips on how I like to shop at Aldi to get the best bang for my buck. I love shopping Aldi's bread section. You can get a ton of different kinds of bread items for a really great price point. We love the Le Oven brand. We find their products super similar to the Sara Lee items we normally get at Walmart, but for almost half the price. They even have some of my daughter's favorite specialty items like cinnamon raisin bread, which we use for toast in the mornings, or Hawaiian rolls, which she loves to use to dip in hummus. One tip I've been using while shopping at Aldi is double checking not only your price per item, but your price per ounce. Even though this package of goldfish at Aldi looks like it's less expensive than the store brand box, you're actually getting a better deal on the store brand box because it's only 22 cents an ounce versus the goldfish brand, which is around 32 cents an ounce. Aldi has great prices on their cheese department as well. You're gonna have your best savings if you buy bricks of cheese. They come in about $1.99 per 8-ounce block. But you also have to decide what works best for your family and your lifestyle when it comes to cooking. For me right now, with a newborn at home, a young kid to feed, and family meals to get on the table, saving the time of shredding my own cheese and buying pre-packaged is what's working for me, so that's where I'm willing to splurge a little bit. The canned good aisle is another aisle I never skip at Aldi. We love picking up this tomato sauce. It has great ingredients, no sugar added, and I love to keep it stocked in my pantry. It's used in a ton of my crock pot or casserole dishes for the fall and winter, and it's also the base of what I use to make my own homemade spaghetti sauce or pizza sauce. I was a little disappointed today to see that there were a lot of items missing from both the pasta section as well as the meat and protein section of the store at Aldi. So there's not a lot in the pasta section. I was able to find one package of ground turkey to purchase for my meals this week, but I'm gonna end up needing to stop at a second store to finish off my list. I quickly stopped by the freezer section before heading out with my haul, and the Kirkwood frozen chicken breast fillets and chicken strips are definitely not to be missed. These are always noted on the Aldi favorites lists, and they taste so good. They're great for a quick weeknight meal and cook up really well in the air fryer. Aldi also has had a great assortment of little frozen desserts the last couple months. Tons of different kinds of popsicles, ice cream bars, and little individual desserts. So in total, I spent $131.59 at Aldi. Again, I'm gonna have to pop over to Kroger before heading home. So I'm going to do that, head home, unpack everything, and share today's haul with you. Hey guys, so it is the next day. It was mid-afternoon when I went shopping yesterday, therefore the whole night was just a downhill run when I got home. Anytime I go grocery shopping in like the middle of the day, not first thing in the morning, there's no way I'm getting stuff home, unpacked, share a haul to film. It always has to wait till the next day because I got home, we had dinner with the kids, we got the babies to bed, and by then I was just done with the day. So this morning we went to church, now we're home. I just fed the family lunch and I'm gonna go through the haul, pull everything out of the fridge and freezer I temporarily put away, and talk through some of my meal plan ideas. My hope is that this grocery haul will last us the next 1.5 to 2 weeks. So I spent $130 at Aldi, and then on the way home from church, we stopped at Kroger for the few things that Aldi was out of or just didn't have what I needed, and I spent about another $25. So about $150 for 2 weeks in this economy would be phenomenal. I do still have some meat items in the freezer and a couple pantry things, but I was pretty well out of a lot of our staples. So let's take a look at this week's haul. So here is my little mini haul from Kroger. I got some cherry Coca-Cola Zero to mix up my drinks from water a little bit this weekend. I have our Chobani coffee creamer, which I use every morning in my coffee. Some mini farfalle pasta for a pasta salad lunch prep. I grabbed some white peaches and a family pack of boneless, skinless chicken breasts, which I'll break down and restock my freezer with so I have it as I come up with recipes that I need chicken for. Starting off with my refrigerated frozen items so I can get them all back in refrigeration, I grabbed this package of fresh ground turkey. I think I'm gonna make some turkey chili. Aldi did not carry the 99% lean turkey, which I normally prefer to use for my chili. It lowers the points a bit. This is gonna have points because it's not the 99% lean. But all in all, with the other things I use for chili, with our diced tomatoes, our fresh veg in there, it's still gonna be a super, super low point lunch or dinner option. So I love making a big batch of this up at like the beginning of a week. We'll have it for dinner at least one night, probably leftovers a second night. And then there's normally even enough for Josh and I to have some for lunch 1 or 2 days. So that's a great healthy meal prep. I've shared my favorite rainbow turkey recipe in a previous video, so I'll link that one in the iCard above. I also picked up some broccoli florets frozen. These are a great side with dinners. And then this steamed broccoli stir fry I thought would be great to use with some of the chicken we have, teriyaki sauce and rice, and do teriyaki chicken stir fry for dinner one evening. Again, there will probably be leftovers of this, so that'll be a great lunch the next day or a second dinner one night. Something that has really helped me with the expense of groceries right now and keeping healthy meals going without too much prep is making sure I make a couple healthy items that we're gonna like and that we'll eat maybe twice for that week. So instead of cooking a fresh dinner every single night, cook up a few things that has a double batch or so and you have a second dinner ready to go. I also picked up some of these chicken breast fillets. This is one of the things Aldi is known for. It's one of their like signature items that everyone goes there, is the Kirkwood breaded chicken breast fillets. These are so good in the air fryer. I like to put them on hamburger buns and do chicken sandwiches, or you can just use this, slice it up and put it on top of a salad. It's super quick for an easy weeknight meal or lunch. Neuchatel cheese, this third less fat version of cream cheese kind of, is something I always like having in my fridge. I'll use it all the time for different recipes, either to make some sort of a creamy chicken in the crock pot or toss it in with pasta for more of a creamy sauce that's not as heavy in calories and points as like a heavy cream-based sauce would be, or an Alfredo. So this is always good just to have around. I have some shredded Parmesan cheese. We'll probably use this in salads this week. I restocked on our sharp cheddar cheese. We use these a lot of the time for mostly like Lila's lunches and dinners, whether we're making tortilla roll-ups or quesadillas, or if I'm making homemade mac and cheese. So I just grabbed 2 packages of that to put in the fridge. I grabbed some of these Danimal smoothies. I do have a number of items I'll show you guys that are some of our back to school things. Lila starts back at preschool this week, so I always grab some of these yogurts. I'll send those with a straw, and she likes to have those for her morning snack. So I grabbed some of those. And then other yogurt, I always have plain non-fat Greek yogurt in the house, and I was almost out. So I grabbed some of this. I use this with fruit and honey for breakfast sometimes, or I also use it for cooking or in replacement for sour cream. And then a little sweet treat. I picked these up thinking of Lila. She loves these strawberry Sunday shop bars. They're just like the classic ones we had as kids from the ice cream truck outside in the summer. So I picked up some of those. After a little searching, I found a good 1 dozen eggs. I think I just hit it at the wrong time. There was almost nothing left in that area of the store. So many of the eggs are broken. It's hit and miss with my Aldi. I've been in so many Aldis though that are just like pristine all the time. Mine, the dairy section, is hit and miss, whether they've restocked it well or if the eggs are a mess and just needs help getting cleaned up. I think it's just because they've also had a staff shortage lately. So be patient with our grocery stores and staff members. A really nice staff member came and helped switch the carts around. So the one that was in the back that was fully stocked with brand new eggs, he moved forward and moved the messy one out of the way. So that was really nice of him. I grabbed a dozen eggs. I'm using these for some breakfast burritos to prep ahead and put in the freezer this week. With back to school time, it's not only important for my daughter to have easy snacks on hand to make her lunches, but for me to have easy access to breakfasts, because always by the time I get her ready and we get out the door and we get to school and we get home, I want to start working and putting Nora down for a nap and get some stuff done while she's in school. So having something easy to go I can pull from the freezer for some days is going to be really helpful. I grabbed bagels, but we actually tucked into these this morning for our little Sunday breakfast, and I had some cream cheese left over. So we just had bagels with cream cheese and fruit this morning for breakfast. But Aldi has such a good price on both bagels and pretty much all their bread products. Compared to other stores like even Walmart, Kroger, Publix, they're by far your best price point for bread items. I think these bagels came in at less than half of what they normally cost at like Walmart. So since we have these for this week, I'm gonna put this raisin bread in the freezer for next week. Normally we have this with eggs and fruit. Otherwise, during the week for breakfast, there's cereal as an option for Lila. It's quick before school. Or I have yet to do this, but this week I need to finish off some freezer prep for her as well for breakfast, like some protein protein waffles or pancakes or something like that I'll tuck in the freezer. I also have hamburger buns, both for those chicken sandwiches I was telling you guys about, and also we have some hamburgers that are like pre-made that we put together when we bought a larger pack of ground beef 1 week that are ready to go. They're already pattied up, so we just need to thaw them and pop them on the grill one night. So we'll do hamburgers some night this week. I've had a Lila Mouse in the Hawaiian bread already. She ate some for lunch when we got home from church with some hummus, veggies, and cheese. So this is one of her favorite lunches, is like a snacky plate. We'll do like Hawaiian bread or pretzels with hummus and baby carrots, fruit, cheese, maybe a yogurt, just kind of little like sneaky snacks. So I will pack those for some of her lunches in school as well. I grab 2 loaves of the Le Oven Fresh artisanal bread. This is a dupe for the Sara Lee Artisano bread that we like. The bread has nice texture. It's not dry. It's nice and thick for if you're using it for either French toast or toast in the morning. We like it for sandwiches as well. Bought 2 loaves. One will stay out for sandwiches this week. One will go in the freezer for next week. We got lots of fresh produce this week too. For fruit, I have 2 1-pound packages of strawberries. We have some bananas, a big old watermelon. Hopefully, I think this is a good one. It had a nice big yellow spot on the bottom, which means it's been sitting ripening for a good amount of time. It's heavy for its size. So those are things I try and look for picking a good watermelon. Hopefully this will be a good one this week. I also grabbed this bag of mini avocados. Aldi had some really good prices on avocados this week. I like that these are the mini ones because I can use either a whole avocado or just a half. For my points that I have when I want to use it in a breakfast bowl or on toast for avocado toast. Sometimes those Hass avocados are so big, I can only use like a quarter or a third of an avocado based on how many points I want to use for it for WW. And then the avocado is half eaten, open. I'm worried about it browning and I have to eat it super quickly. So these I can either eat a whole avocado or half of one and then use half the next day right away and not worry about them lingering too long and getting brown when they're cut open. I have some romaine lettuce we're gonna use for salads and on sandwiches this week. Tons of potatoes. I have both these gold potatoes as well as a bag of sweet potatoes. The sweet potatoes I will cut up and use as sweet potato fries maybe on the side of a dinner. I also love just having a baked sweet potato for my lunch. It's really good either just with like some spray butter and some cinnamon if I want to go the sweet route, or if I've had like leftover taco fixings, which we are doing tacos later this week, like taco ground beef and corn and sour cream, lettuce, that kind of stuff. I will do a sweet potato stuff with taco toppings, and that makes a really delicious lunch too. The gold potatoes, a bunch of these I'm gonna cut up and put in the breakfast burritos and I'm gonna put in the freezer as meal prep. The others I might just either roast or air fry along with a meal for a side one night this week. Maybe I'll make mashed potatoes. We'll kind of see how the week goes with that. I know I have pork chops in the freezer, so I was thinking of doing like barbecue pork chops with some broccoli and air fried potatoes on the side. I think that'll be a great little dinner. So I personally get 0 point potatoes on my WW personal points plan. I know that varies for people, but potatoes are one of my 0 point foods. So we've started eating more potatoes. It helps keep my points down and me full. I grabbed a fresh bag of baby carrots that we all like to eat with hummus or in salads, some cherry tomatoes, and lots of bell peppers. These are something I'm gonna have to make sure that I prioritize in eating so they don't go bad. That's the only thing about Aldi is they don't have just one-offs of everything. A lot of stuff comes in a bigger package. For instance, like the giant 5-pound bags of potatoes. The bell peppers, you couldn't just buy one bell pepper. I had to buy a pack of 3 of green and a pack of 3 of the rainbow. But that just means I'm gonna make sure I work them into the meal plan this week. I know I'm gonna use some of the green bell pepper both in the turkey chili as well as in a pasta salad I'm meal prepping for lunches. The rainbow bell peppers, these I'll also use one of them in the chili, and then the other ones I can slice into strips and use with hummus and for snacking. They're also really good if you put some low-fat cream cheese on them with everything bagel seasoning. That's a great snack. And then I just keep an eye on them, and if I feel like they're kind of coming to the end of their freshness, I will slice or dice them up and pop them in the freezer, and then they're ready to go to toss in a skillet. I'll eat it with eggs or to make burritos, or they're just an easy frozen meal prep version that you can toss in the crock pot if you have a crock pot dish that calls for peppers. So don't let them go to waste. Keep an eye on them and always prep them and freeze them if you think they're gonna go bad. I also picked up a summer sausage. I was looking for a salami. I'm gonna do an Italian pasta salad for meal prep for lunches. So we're gonna try the summer sausage instead. This is definitely not a low point option, but I actually tend to use a lot of the bulk of my points for WW at lunchtime. So if it's pasta with this, that's gonna be a heavier pointed dish. dish, but I can easily eat a low point breakfast with eggs and fruit, and a lower point dinner by sticking with a simple grilled protein and veg and potatoes on the side. So lunches are kind of where I tend to splurge a little bit more. I find that sandwiches, pasta salad, things like that are gonna have a lot more points, but I typically eat those kinds of things for lunch. I also restocked on a bunch of our canned goods. I have 6 little cans of tomato sauce. I love restocking on this from Aldi. The cans were like 40 cents a piece. They are just plain tomato sauce. They have some seasonings in them. Ooh, let's see if I can get it to focus for you. Here's the ingredients in them. There is no added sugar, so that means that this is a 0 point tomato sauce. This is what I use when I'm putting my turkey chili together. This is what I use if I'm doing a pasta dish for the family. I will make my own tomato pasta sauce by using about 2 cans of this along with Italian seasoning, garlic powder, onion powder, fresh minced garlic, basil, all that kind of stuff. I just toss together to make my own sauce. These cans of diced tomatoes, same thing, there's no sugar added or anything. These are gonna go in the turkey chili, corn for the turkey chili, 1 of the cans of black beans for the turkey chili, and then another can of black beans because these are one of Lila's favorite sides with dinner. If she's having a quesadilla or something, she loves black beans, and they're a great source of fiber and protein for her. So she eats a lot of hummus, a lot of beans. She's not super big on meat. So that's how I get her a lot of her protein. I also have this bag of rigatoni. The pasta section was looking sad at Aldi today. They were out of almost everything. So I kind of just grabbed this. It was a good price point, and it's always good to kind of, when you have a little wiggle room in your budget, grab a few extra things to start stocking your pantry. So that way, if you have a week where your budget's a little tighter, you still have some good options ready to go in your pantry that you picked up at another time. I also grabbed some of their organic yellow corn tortilla chips. You get a decent amount of these chips for the points on WW. We like to have them with 0 point salsa as a snack in the evenings. I also grabbed a package of the Goya Spanish style yellow rice. I love this stuff. It's so easy to throw together and has really great flavor. I like using this as a base under like a burrito bowl that I'm making myself at home. So if I make up some taco seasoned chicken, I'll throw that on there with lettuce and corn and salsa. We love all varieties of Latin, Mexican, Tex-Mex kind of cuisine, so we usually throw something of that in our weekly meal plan at least once a week, if not twice a week. So maybe we'll make up some taco bowls with the rice as a base later this week or next week. That one might wait till next week. So speaking of our love of tacos, we also love a good walking taco night. So since these aren't the individual bags of Fritos, it's gonna be more of taco bowls instead of an actual walking taco, which if you're not unfamiliar, walking tacos, they were super popular like when we were in college at social events and things. You get a bag of, an individual size bag of Fritos, and you pop right in the bag a scoop of ground beef with taco seasoning on it, salsa, cheese, any of your other taco toppings. You shake it up in the little individual size bag and you have a taco on the go that you eat with like a fork. So that was the inspiration for this. So we'll sprinkle a few of these at the bottom of the bowl, add some taco seasoned ground beef, cheese, lettuce, some plain non-fat Greek yogurt in place of sour cream, maybe some salsa. So that's just gonna be like a super fun, quick little night. That one will probably be next week. I have a couple different taco or Mexican themed dishes on the plan for the next 2 weeks. And finally, I have a little snack section with Lila going back to school. I grabbed a couple kinds of granola bars. She likes these fruit and grain bars. A lot of times I'll just grab one of these when I go to pick her up from school and give it to her on the way home in the car, because she's always like famished the second she gets out of school. And then also these chewy bars, which she does like to take in her lunchbox sometimes. These are the peanut butter chocolate chip ones. I mean, these are the Aldi Millville brand, but same concept. So she likes these. Some peanut butter crackers are a great snack to add into her lunchbox. And then also, these are new. She's never had these, but I remember these kinds of things from when I was a kid, and they're just like the cracker sticks with the cheese dip. So, you know, not all of these are for one day, but that way we have a little stockpile in our pantry, and then every evening she's gonna help me make her lunch the night before, and that way she'll help get to pick out what snacks she wants along with the main components of her lunch, because I always find that if she helps me pack it, there's less difficulties in the morning, you know, not being decisive about what she wants and then being upset about it later if it wasn't what she wanted. So this is just gonna hopefully make our mornings run a little smoother, packing lunch the night before and letting her help pick out 1 or 2 snacks to add to her lunchbox every day. I also have some of these turtles. These are basically goldfish, but both Josh and Lila actually love these, and they like these better than the Pepperidge Farm goldfish. So we have some little cheese cracker turtles too. Anyway, that is the 2-week haul. So I went ahead and talked through most of our meal ideas, some that I have both for this week and next week. Next week I don't have fully ironed out yet, but I have enough staples now back in the house and pantry that I'll have plenty to pick from and kind of create ideas based on what's left in our fridge for next week. This week's still on the docket. We have a hamburger night. We have the barbecue pork chops with veggies and potatoes on the side. We're gonna do those burrito bowls with the yellow Spanish rice with some taco meat chicken on the top and other taco toppings. And then pretty much every week we have some sort of a pasta night. We sometimes do a breakfast for dinner night. A lot of times we'll do a pizza night. Sometimes that's us picking up pizza out. Sometimes it's us using 2-ingredient dough, which is plain non-fat Greek yogurt and self-rising flour. I've shared that one before, to make our own pizza at home or pizza bombs in the air fryer. So that'll leave one night to pick up dinner out as a family, and then one night just to pull kind of a free-for-all. What do we have as leftovers? What is simple that we can make from the freezer? Maybe those chicken sandwiches or chicken on top of a salad. I find that having a routine structure in my weekly meal plan, like Mondays we do some sort of a pasta night, Tuesdays it's Taco Tuesday or some sort of a Mexican flavored night, Wednesdays is breakfast for dinner, Thursday is leftovers night, Friday pizza, Saturday we're out, Sunday is a planned family meal. That really helps me make the daunting task that is sometimes meal planning week after week after week a little bit easier, because I already have an outline to follow. Thank you guys so much for joining me for today's video. Thanks for shopping with me at Aldi and checking out our 2-week grocery haul for about 150 bucks. Let's see how well we do this time. I'll report back to you guys in the next grocery haul video. Hopefully you thought of some easy meal ideas. Let me know in the comments down below what your easy family weeknight go-to meal is. Until next time, bye.